Honestly, I conceived this video idea with a pure heart. I've played MOBAs for years, and I figured I'd be able to do an informative, unbiased comparison of the major games within the genre. I made good-intentioned posts on Reddit looking to interview high-skill players from League of Legends, Dota II, Heroes of the Storm, and Smite. I compiled a thoughtful list of the pros and cons of how each developer balances their game. I even spent time reviewing some of the stupidest character skins I've ever seen. But in the end, it was all for naught. I realized an unbiased video just wasn't possible. Dota was the first PC game I really got into, and due to that, I found it hard to truly appreciate other MOBAs. Also, don't give me shit about the whole ARTS versus MOBA thing. I've never cared about that debate, and I never will. For me, Dota represents a fantastic balance between wide hero viability, interesting match-to-match variation, and mechanical skill. No personal video project about balance is going to change that. However, I was still determined to finish this video. So to keep the dream alive, I changed the topic from pseudo-intellectual discussion about MOBA design space to basically what sucks and what's fun about these 4 games. So without further ado, let's jump into the reviews. Generally speaking, I hate League of Legends. I don't understand how I played enough to get to level 30, get ranked silver, then lose enough games to drop to bronze. Losing in that game seems to feel shitty because there's always some dude on the enemy team who gets super fed and starts one-shotting people. And winning isn't much better because the other guys just conceded at 20 and now I feel empty inside. On the flip side, I've always found the laning stage in League to be pretty engaging. It kind of feels like a super dumbed down fighting game. You take turns trying to land hits while also trying to fake out your opponent. The combination of no turn rate and an above average number of skill shots makes it feel like you can outplay your opponent more often than not, leading to some intense moments and cool expressions of skill. Unfortunately, it's not uncommon for teams to gain the upper hand early on, and the game's power spike heavy design makes it hard to come back from an early death or two. Heroes of the Storm is probably the game I have the most mixed relationship with. On one hand, sharing my hard-earned levels with a team of literal monkeys sucks. On the other hand, I get to fucking play as Ragnaros. But there's no item shop to itemize strategically for different situations. Then again, I do get to choose from an interesting set of talents every few levels, but all heroes cost too much to unlock. But you do get a massive pool of 20 plus heroes for whatever role you're most interested in playing. The list goes on and on. For every awesome thing HOTS does to get me interested, it does something else to annoy me just as much. Let me get this straight though. I reviewed HOTS nearly a year ago and decided it wasn't for me, but could definitely be for other people. The game has changed a lot since then, but my opinion hasn't. However, since the implementation of 2.0, I'm inclined to lean towards more the I don't really enjoy this game but you probably will side. Plus, say whatever you want about HOTS, but no one can deny that Blizzard isn't at least trying to innovate. I interviewed a top 200 EU player named Mindhawk about who he thought was the most unique hero in the game.
And Cho'Gall really emphasizes that by, for example, Gall having a skill shot on a 3-second, talented 2-second cooldown, which he constantly has to aim, or Cho always having an ability which he can throw, or maneuvering that he has to do because he is so fat he can body block very well. There's just always something to be fighting for, and fighting about, and fighting with in HOTS. And Cho'Gall really is a hero that always can fight.
That's a single hero controlled by 2 people at once. If hearing that piques your interest at least a little bit, then maybe you should try this game out. I'm going to be honest. Smite is definitely the game I have the least experience with. Additionally, what little time I've played has been spent in the jungle, so take what I'm about to say here with a massive grain of salt. Low skill level matches in this game are fucking toxic. Like, I've obviously been around the block when it comes to toxic communities, so trust me when I say people lose their minds in this game way more often than they should. As far as actual gameplay goes though, Smite isn't half bad. I can only think of 2 contentious design choices that I'm not sure how I feel about. First of all, the map is pretty small, which makes split pushing or even splitting your team up in any meaningful way kind of a chore. Secondly, literally everything is a skill shot. I'm sure some folks will love this, but personally, I'm not a huge fan. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to the professional Smite player Skilodon, who took time out of his busy schedule to answer my hard-hitting questions about the game. Sorry I ended up taking this video in a different direction, man, but you taught me more about this game in 30 minutes than I could teach myself in over 100 hours of gameplay. And last but not least, I get to my dearest darling, Dota 2. I think I already spent sufficient time circle jerking this game at the beginning of the video, but let me reiterate my opinion. Anything that other MOBAs are bad at, Dota is probably good at. And anything that other MOBAs do exceptionally well, Dota probably does that better too. However, no game is perfect, and Dota 2 does indeed have one massive underlying problem. It is next to impossible to get into. Here's just a short list of things that make it hard for new players to feel motivated to keep playing. Smurfs run rampant. The item shop is overwhelming. The number of heroes is insane. Everyone speaking the same language on your team is uncommon at best.
Okay guys, who's ready to win a ranked game of Dota 2? God damn it.
The noob-stomping heroes are also the heroes everyone picks at low MMRs. The report system is fucking worthless. Invisibility seems OP. The in-game tutorial is complete shit. Last hitting is hard. Denying is hard. Roshan can permabash you. Dueling Fate still isn't here. And actually, never mind. Fuck this game. Seriously, forget what I said earlier. This game sucks. So you're probably wondering which one of these games is the best, or at least understand my desire to have some sort of conclusion. Either way, fear not. All the hard work I put into this researching and documenting various opinions about today's most popular MOBAs has paid off. There's indeed one that rises above the rest, a cream of the crop, best of the best, the ultimate MOBA, if you will. And that game is... This is the best game. It's got everything. It's got all the heroes, all the metas, all the balances, all the tanks, all the assassins. You can even play it on your phone, on your computer, and based on these graphics, probably a calculator. I mean, honestly, I'm just so glad I found this game so I can cut all these other toxic shit games out of my life. Like, seriously, the market is so saturated right now, which doesn't make any sense, because Heroes of Soulcraft really is the only thing worth playing. It's got the highest prize pools, great dev communication, and the best skins. Even the top streamers play this game. If you're literally playing anything else right now, that's a mistake. You are wasting your time. Heroes of Soulcraft for President 2020. You heard it here first. Thank you very much and have a nice day.